What's up, y'all? Welcome to the On the Come Up podcast, where creative entrepreneurs share their come up journeys that turn their passions into success. I'm your host, Kimberly, so let's get started. What's up, guys? We are back. We are back with a bonus episode. Hope you enjoyed that solo episode there. Today we have Michelle and Mel.
Hey, what's up?
Hi. We got the double M's in the house. If y'all remember Mel, she's in the black. She was on season 1, episode 6. So she's actually a makeup artist. So she does my makeup for my photo shoots. And Michelle here, she's an OG. If y'all missed out on the podcast party I had back in January, Michelle was there. So she's been going strong.
Yeah.
We've had a couple photo shoots together.
Yeah, those were the days.
You don't do any more photo shoots?
No, not really. I mean, I think just I had more focuses on something else, like my other talents, because modeling, I think I lost my faith in myself doing it now. So I was like,
you dance now, right?
Yeah, I do. I've been dancing for a while, but it was.
And by dance, we mean
like hip hop. Like I do hip hop dancing. I ain't doing that. No. Respect, but
I've seen that on your stories. I was like, oh, that's cool.
Thank you. Yeah. I'm a substitute teacher, so like they'll call me when they need somebody, but most of the time they don't. Summer was really the time that they needed substitutes. But yeah, like I was teaching just like a tiny bit, but I've been dancing since I was like 10, 11. Sometimes it changes because I'm just like, I remember doing it as a kid, but I don't remember like what age. But yeah, I'm a self-taught dancer. I didn't really start doing traditional training until I was like in college, actually. So
where do you dance at now? Like, where do you train?
It ranges. I'm actually taking a break right now, just specifically because like I actually wanted to touch more on my creative side, like my own creative stuff, rather than relying on like other choreographers' creative side. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So like I am taking a break from that for a little bit to focus on myself for that, like for my craft at least.
Yeah, so you did hip-hop, so...
Hip-hop, I really do like contemporary, but I stopped training in that like a while ago. You got to be really flexible for that, and you have to consistently train. So right now, it's really just consistently hip-hop that I've been doing. So,
I've always wanted to dance.
I remember that. You were
I reached out to you, too, and you're like, if you want to come. I was like, girl, so far.
Yeah, it was really... It was in Plano at the time. Yeah. So far, but
I've always wanted to like do like hip hop like that, because the way those people know how to move their body and stuff is so like fascinating.
It is. It's actually luckily enough, actually hip hop is really easy to teach yourself how to do it. You just kind of have to like keep trying, like, you know. So it's just like get better at over time. You get more confident and everything, because I know a lot of people go through the same like issues of just being like, oh, like I can't move as like fast or fast as I'm like, take your time, like just have fun with it. That's how you loosen up. You just have fun with it. Don't worry about what people think of you. So yeah,
we kind of like drifted, but it's okay. How's everybody doing though?
Doing good. Yeah.
I wanted to see, okay, do y'all watch reality TV show?
When I'm at a really bad point in my life, yes.
I used to, not anymore.
Yeah, but I'll entertain like whatever people have to say about it, to be honest. So
like, if you could, would you ever be on like a reality TV show?
I got interviewed to be in a reality TV show, but it never got aired. So
oh really?
Yeah, it was about like bad breakups with your ex. And I was like, oh, this is a show for me. And then like interview, but yeah, it never aired. And
really?
I didn't feel confident in it because I'm with my current boyfriend right now, and there's some of the reality TVs I've heard where like people will go in while in a relationship, but then they'll act single, and I was I don't like that. Like, I don't know, it's just like, yeah, I don't know, it's kind of skeevy, but that's just me like saying that. Like, if you want to get the dough, go ahead, but I no.
Yeah, I did maybe like once or twice. I applied to be on The Bachelorette.
Really?
No, wait, what's the guy one? The Bachelor. Yeah, because it's like all the females.
Yeah. Oh my god, wait, how did that go?
Yeah, well, I didn't obviously. Never.
Yeah.
I never heard back. I wasn't probably cool enough, so.
Oh.
or pretty enough.
Okay, well, they're missing out clearly.
But no, I like Jersey Shore, like family vacation though.
Oh my god.
Because I can go hard for some DJ Pauly D and some JWoww and Snooki. Like,
Yeah, no, seriously. Actually, it's so fascinating of how like, you know, talented Snooki is.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that she used to be a cheerleader and everything, so she would do like all these tumbles and splits. I was like, what in the? She was like a flyer too. I was like, holy crap. Dang, she was like more than just like Jersey Shore, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And same thing with I think DJ Pauly D. He's a DJ.
Yeah.
So I've seen him like 5 times.
Okay.
Cause he would just have like DJ sets. Like I've seen him a couple times like in Vegas.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
And
too,
then I've seen him like a couple times actually here in DFW.
He was in DFW.
Yeah, I seen him at
Yeah, you
Arlington. I think it was like Texas Live. Yeah.
Oh my
I
god.
follow that guy. Is it Vinny?
Yeah, he's
He's cute. I don't know.
he has his own podcast too.
Oh really?
He
Oh,
does.
wow,
Yeah, I
did not
follow
know
him
that.
too. He has his own podcast.
Oh, so cool.
Vinny.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Hit her up. Vinny.
Would you guys rather have more time or more money?
I can't say both, obviously.
That's a hard.
That's a really hard one because, like, with money, you know, you can do whatever you want, but with time, like, at least you can like build up the wealth in a way.
Yeah.
And like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Longer and
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
I'd rather have more time to build up more money.
Okay, there you go. More time.
What are y'all's biggest pet peeves? Top of your head, which one comes to?
I'm so sorry. When I go to the gym and there's that one motherfucker that doesn't wear deodorant, you know who you are. I'm sorry.
Wait, why would you not wear deodorant to the gym though?
You know, like, I know
Some
some.
people don't. Because I don't get my like
You don't wear deodorant?
my armpit. I spray like body spray, but like my armpits, I don't get.
No, it's yeah, like there's some people who are not
Oh.
aware that they have like body odor and everything, and I'm just like, oh my god, I was like working out, and I'm like holding my breath, which is not like, yeah, you have to hold your breath, but then when you're like exhaling, then you like start feeling it again. I'm like, oh. Or the other way around. I'm like, oh no. That has definitely be one that's like pretty like that like came on top of my head, but
Do you have one, Mel?
no.
Pet peeve, like as I don't know. It
Just like
been
anything.
Yeah, something that like annoys you.
just liars.
Yeah.
Is that a pet peeve?
I feel like that's more.
Liar. I couldn't think of any other.
I think that's like, yeah, that's more of like a turn off. Like a
Yeah,
turn off,
yeah.
Pet peeve is something like day-to-day basis people do, and you're kind of just like, oh, okay, moving on, kind of thing.
I cannot think of.
I hate when I'm driving and it's clearly the other person's fault, but then they honk at me.
Yeah.
Like I was driving and then you're trying to do like a U-turn in the middle of the road. And so I kept going, but I saw him.
Yeah.
And so he honks at me because you're doing a U-turn in the middle of the road.
Or they're like the speed limit's like 70 and they're literally going like
50?
40, and I'm right on their tail, and I'm just like, so I just switch lanes and I'm like,
Is it just a Texas thing or is this just...
No, it's a Texas thing. Like,
Is it?
Yeah, I feel like it is. Like, where I'm from like the DMV area or like DC, Maryland, Virginia. Those drivers, I swear, we're all like rivals. Like Virginia always be like looking at Maryland being like, y'all suck at driving, and then Maryland's like, y'all suck at driving, and I'm like, well, I say with my chest, Maryland people, I'm sorry, I love you, but y'all suck at driving. Then like I come here and it's worse. It's worse.
It's like scary words.
Dallas, Texas driving in general, like, even if you go to Houston, you go to Austin, you go to San Antonio, those driving, it's like
Houston, Austin.
it's an adjustment definitely, because like you live here for a while, or you like grew up here, and it's a lot easier. Sorry, but when you first move here, it's just like, what are people on here? And like, have you guys heard of like the Texits?
The which one?
Texits, like, you know, like next to exit is like a grassy land. It's flatter, so if trucks miss their exit,
What'd you call it?
Texit.
So if it's grassy, they're gonna go and...
Yeah, because if they miss their exit, they're gonna be like, oh well,
I got a truck.
screw it. And they just go
Or
through.
a
I'm like,
Jeep.
yeah, a Jeep. Yeah, like any of those like all four-wheel drive, like trucks, SUVs drive, like cars. Oh jeez. Yeah.
I've actually never heard of that, but I have seen people do that. was like low grass or gravel, and they just like exit because there's traffic or something.
Yeah, I was just like, okay. I mean, I guess if it works. I mean, I don't know if it's illegal or not. Is it?
I don't think so.
Oh.
Right? Yeah. I wouldn't think so. What's something passionate about that many people don't know about you?
What I'm passionate about?
That not many people know.
Oh my god, that's such a good question.
Is that my phone vibrating?
Oh, it
can't
stopped.
hear. Something was vibrating.
Yeah. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. Do you have something while I think of something?
I was trying to think. Well,
I guess
I was gonna say my makeup business, but I haven't really been. I don't know.
Yo, hit her up.
Yes, book me.
I would say singing is actually what a lot of people don't know that I'm passionate about.
I didn't know that. Like, I knew about your dance, but I didn't know about singing.
I don't like posting about my singing a lot. I guess it's just a confidence issue and everything. Like, I don't trust that, like, I'm a singer just yet because I'm not good yet, but I mean, I'm doing it, so. But, yeah.
What do you like to sing? I won't ask you to sing, but what do you like to sing?
I'm laughing just because I don't know what to expect of how you guys will say, like, if I say the answer. I like to do metal singing.
What is that?
Do you know Linkin Park, like Chester Bennington?
Oh, I know Linkin Park.
Yeah, I like doing metal, like scream, like fire scream. I'm not gonna do it here because it's really loud.
I'm over here thinking like Mariah Carey, and I was actually singing that on the way.
Really?
Like the "We Belong Together." I was like,
Did you?
I was like over here like karaokeing in the car and stuff.
She actually did a live performance recently. It was like in the morning, and I think her backup vocals failed, like the audio failed, and so she had to do it all like by herself, and she wasn't warmed up properly, and so she was like not prepared for that. And so like at the end, her face was like, someone's gonna get fired. And I'm like, oh no.
Really? I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Usually I see all these things on TikTok.
People were just like kind of like not making fun of her, but they were like mimicking her, like, you know, like on TikTok. Mm-hmm. And I saw that. I was like, y'all. Okay.
Well, do you have one, Mel?
Yeah.
So besides makeup, I guess,
like something that people don't really like know about you.
I know, I can't really think. Like, I guess besides makeup and being like a mom, mother, I guess. I'm really passionate about like just like, because being a mother, I feel like it's really hard, like, well, as a single mother, like, it's just everything. Well, like, I guess in my situation, like for my daughter, since she has like, you know, her special needs and all that, it's kind of a challenge. And like till this day, I didn't think like, oh my God, I would have like 3 kids or a daughter with, you know, disabilities, like, and I'm just like, oh my God, like there's days where I'm like, oh my God, like how am I doing this? Like,
yeah,
how I don't see how I have the strength to get up every day and just do what I have to do, like for the kids. And it's like the little things and the big things, like, I don't know, it's a lot. Like, I feel like I'm passionate about that too, like, and I just don't really show it much or post about it. Like, I kind of got more private with, and then, you know, the boys are kind of bigger, so I really they don't like to be, you know, pictures or videos, and I just kind of I don't really post about it much, but I am passionate about being like a mother. And
so what gets you going, like, for your daughter wise? Because you know the boys can do on their own, but what for your daughter, like, what gets you going every morning?
I guess them, like, they keep me going, like, to be able to just get up, because I'm like, you know, nobody else is gonna do it for me. Like, I can't sit here and be like, oh, can you do this and that for my children? Like, they're my priority, they're my children. So I feel like no matter what is going on, like in life, you're going through it, or a breakup, drama with the family, friends, I still have to get up and do and what I have to do.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like they keep me going. Like, there's a reason that God, like, put them in my life, and, you know, they motivate me to just do take it day by day, no matter what is going on in life.
Yeah.
You know, like.
Yeah, I love that because we all have like our different
Yeah.
reasons why we get up every morning.
Yeah.
And for you, it's your children.
Yeah.
What's your get up? I guess that's a weird way to ask.
It's like a reason
What keeps you going,
Yeah.
like in the morning?
Oh man. Other than the basic, like gotta go work, like
Yeah,
commute-
other than the basic.
Yeah.
Other than I have to.
Yeah. Honestly speaking, like this is gonna sound really tacky, like my boyfriend, really. Because me and him like live together. Yeah. It's not a bad reason, but you know, he is definitely like one person that like can like calm me down and like get me through things and motivate me. And he's just like a big golden retriever like type of energy, and I'm like a black cat. I'm like, get away from me. But he's like, come on, and I'm like, okay. And, like my friends, like family, definitely. I would say it's like more of like my inner circle really keeps me going. And I know for sure like one of my friends, like if I'm like rotting away in bed, they're gonna be like, hey, do you want to hang out? I'm like, oh, okay. So yeah, it's like I would say those.
Yeah, mainly for me, like family, and you know, just for myself too, because it's like, okay, I want to be great, you know, I want to be successful, so it's like I have to get up every morning and tell myself like, yeah, you can do this, no matter what, no matter if I don't want to go to my day job or whatever. That's Monday through Friday, you know, but I still have to like, okay, still have to do it. What does showing up for someone like look like to you? To y'all,
Showing up for
someone in like in life,
like
whether
friends,
that's a
family,
friend,
like
anyone, like what does it look like to you?
Honestly speaking, it's like supporting them whatever they need you, and if you can even, you know, do that, because you know sometimes like if you're really busy and you're like, hey, I'm really busy, but I will, if we can do another time, I think that'd be great. Like you make a compromise, or you at least like make an alternative plan, and just like communicating with them of like what that looks like, but also being like transparent, honest of like, what that looks like for you. So it's like, for instance, if like
in other parts of my life, and then so I thought about that, and I was like, that's really good, like, because I was like, to me, like that kind of changed how if I ever get married, which I better. It's like I would kind of want like an intimate wedding, like just inviting the people that have showed up for me in my life, and not just my third cousin that's I see once every 5 years and that's gonna show up to my wedding, you know?
Exactly.
So that's why I was like, okay, so like what is showing up for someone can easily mean like a simple text, or like, you know, hey, I'm thinking about you, or just even y'all showed up today, like that's showing up for someone, you know. And then, or if someone has like an event going on, like you go to their events, or like someone going to your, if you have a dance, even like your dance practice, because I know y'all have like people that go watch, right? Like even that is like showing up for you.
Okay.
So is it the little things like for y'all when someone shows up for you, or is it like, or to you it's like more?
The little things.
Yeah, because like y'all like.
I feel like it's the little things. Like you said, like I feel like showing up for someone is like how you said the wedding, but and then like other holidays, like birthdays, the kids' birthdays, or just a special occasion. I don't know, like, you know, Christmas, Thanksgiving. A simple text, like, you know, to a person means something to me. Like, happy Thanksgiving, or Merry Christmas, or Happy New Year's. Like a simple I love you, or take care, be safe, drive safe, like those type of, or the showing up part, like, okay, if a person has a business, like, you know, you, like your podcast, like, I, like, if someone's gonna support it, like you said, just showing up or being there, like, or a simple post, or tag, or share, like, and follow, like that is like something that means something.
Like even watching it too, like
just watching it, like,
that's still kind of like showing up for that person, even if you're like a silent watcher or silent listener. I have like this one I don't know who you are, but if you're listening, I don't know if it's a male or a female, but on my, they listen to the audio version because it shows like on the analytics, it shows like where this person is from, but it doesn't show me male or female or age range. Yeah. So I don't know who you are, but I see somebody from Missouri pops up every time. And I don't even know anybody in Missouri. So if you're listening, shout out to whoever you are that in Missouri listening to my podcast, because I'm like, it shows me, like, you know, the city and state. And I just see Missouri. I was like, who is this person? But I have no idea, you know? So, like, shout out to anyone, even if you're, like, a silent listener or silent watcher. And, I mean, sometimes I really don't get a lot of feedback. But that's, like, that honestly, like, means a lot to me, even though I don't know who they are.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, people from out of state or even different cities, that's pretty cool.
It's like, oh, damn, I got all the way over there. Cool.
Yeah, and they just kept coming back, but I don't know who they are. So. Yeah. But, I mean, it's cool seeing, you know, seeing that on my analytics or whatever.
Yeah.
But what's y'all's greatest fear? Do you have a great fear? Mine is being kidnapped.
Oh, mine is the ocean.
Really?
Yeah, that shit's scary. That's scary.
I don't like, getting kidnapped or like killed. I don't, bad car wreck, or losing my children.
Oh, my God, yeah.
My children being kidnapped or something happening to them. Like, I don't know what I would do. I would literally go crazy for them. Like, I don't know. My worst fear, like.
Yeah. So why are you scared of the ocean? So is it just the ocean?
Not just the ocean. No, like, I mean, like.
No, I'm saying, like, will you go in a pool?
I'll go in the pool just fine. But
what about, like, the lake?
Ooh.
Or any body of water?
If I have a boat.
I wish I could go to the ocean.
He said if I have a boat.
If I'm on a boat.
So you wouldn't go in the water?
I wouldn't go in. So, like, okay, like, I'm fine with, like, the water and everything, but, like, as long as I can, like, see, like, the bottom, clear water. Like, I went to Greece, like, I think, like, in the summer, and that sea is so freaking clear. It's so pretty. I can at least see the bottom. I'm like, okay, nothing's there. Jump. That's
so
fine.
You have to see, like, your feet.
Yeah. If I don't, I'm like, I'm out. No.
I'm like, if there's a shark or anything,
yeah,
I'm out.
Yeah.
Bye.
I'll watch from afar. Thank you.
So the lake, you wouldn't go in the lake because the lakes are kind of, like, dark.
Yeah.
Well, at least around here, maybe.
They're nasty.
Around here, they're dark. I'm pretty sure they're prettier in other states.
Yeah. In, like, Utah or something, like, they're so much prettier, or Montana, like, I'm pretty sure, but I'm like, no.
So oceans, and then you said losing your kids, and mine's for me getting kidnapped. Also, like, getting kidnapped in a parking garage, because I've seen that one movie where Halle Berry, I think it's called, like,
where she tries to get away.
No, she was like a 911 dispatcher, and someone got kidnapped in the parking garage, and they were, like, thrown in a trunk. Ever since that movie, I'm like,
traumas.
Yes, like, I'm like looking around in the parking garages. It's like, someone coming for me.
Gotta get that pepper spray, pocket knife, or I don't know, something.
Okay, I know you're in a relationship, but I don't know if you probably maybe or not. But does the way a person dress, like their style, can that significantly impact if they're attractive to you or not?
So here's the thing. I like nerds. So the way that they dress is so, like, I'm already expecting so little of them. Like, when they dress, I expect like a t-shirt and freaking, like, gym shorts. That's all, like, I expect. But then if they dress up really nicely, like, that's why I really like that. So with my boyfriend, he's a huge nerd, but I have to, like, figure out how to dress him, because I'm just like, okay, he's really tall. How am I supposed to dress a tall man?
So it doesn't bother you?
No, not
no, because you say you like nerds. So
yeah,
okay. Well, how do you feel? How do you feel about red Converse on a man?
I was like,
like going out, like somewhere.
Like, if he's, like, going to the gym, because I know, like, people, like, you know, Converses are really good for, like, weightlifting and everything. I don't know, on a day-to-day.
Okay, I have a story.
Mm.
So I used to, this is like a couple years ago, and I don't think he listens to my podcast, so maybe he won't listen to this. A couple years ago, I was seeing this one guy. Back then, I thought he was good looking. Well, now I don't,
Ooh.
over the years, it changes, right?
Yeah.
So he was nice, tall, athletic, fit. He had jeans on, like a shirt, and red Converse. And I said, what is he wearing? It didn't, like, you had like a blue shirt and red Converse. Like, it's not 4th of July.
Of America.
And I'm just like, after that, I was like, instantly, I was not attracted.
Yeah. Oh, it's like, it was like kind of just like that.
It was like,
or the ick.
Yes.
It was the ick. Oh.
And I was just like, I wonder if that's how men feel about females sometimes.
I'm sure.
The whole Instagram thing with if you're very revealing or
Yeah.
guys don't want to take girls serious like that, or if they're showing their, pictures on a beach with their butt, and I'm sure they do.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, I want a girl that's covered up, or, I mean.
Okay, but what if we're dressed like Adam Sandler? I wonder if they, do they still think we're
Exactly.
attractive?
Exactly.
They're gonna be like, no, not like that. I'm like, okay, choose.
I know, right? You don't want me dressed like Adam Sandler. You don't want me showing my bikini pics. So then what?
Yeah, which one?
No gym pics. Like,
But
No.
do you think the way a guy dresses is affect is,
my attract if I'm
Yeah.
yeah,
Or is that just me?
Yeah, I'm kind of like, because if I like they're dressed nice here, and then I look at the shoes, and then I'm like, what are the
What are those?
I'm just kind of like, I want to be that person, but I don't know. I wouldn't just, I don't know. I mean,
I know the red Converse. You lost me at red Converse. 'Cause
Yeah.
Have you seen that? What's that movie with the little mouse and he wears the red Converse?
Oh, we're talking about Stuart Little?
Yes.
Oh my god, I love that movie.
Yes, that's what I was like. I used to watch Stuart Little, and instantly I thought about the little mouse with the red Converse, because I don't think I've ever seen. They were like bright red,
Oh,
low tops,
Yeah.
bright red.
Oh, there were low tops? Okay. Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, seriously, I was thinking of high tops, but I was like, oh, low
No,
tops.
they were low. Like, and then you had the ankle socks, and then they were low. I mean, don't get me wrong, I wear ankle socks too.
Yeah.
But on them run Converse, nah.
Yeah, I don't know. Converse in general, I like their other shoes. Like, they actually have like nice boots, and like the boots with the heels. Actually, I really like those. I know some people can have different opinions.
Yeah, I have a
but
pair of like they're high tops, but they have the thick sole at the bottom. I got them like
Yeah.
a couple years ago,
Yeah.
but yeah,
well, those are cute. That's the white and black ones, right?
they're all white. But
Yeah, I like the white. I think the neutral color Converse are fine, but I think like I had a thing where I was in college where I actually would match my shoes with my top and everything, and like so I was like, if I'm actually wearing like bright red shoes, I'm gonna be wearing a bright red hoodie and stuff. I thought I was eating, and I don't know if I was, but
I used to do that. I used to do that in high school, but it was with my eyeshadow, bro.
that's so cool.
I wear like that was not cool. When I was
mean,
looking
no,
at
but-
those pictures, I was like, ew.
I know. It's like, but it's like,
It's like a pink shirt, and then you have pink eyeshadow. Like,
Well,
I know people
it's
still do
creative,
that,
yeah.
but come on, like, in
Oh.
high school, I was like,
Yeah.
that was like 10 years ago,
But
or
I-
over 10 years ago. But
I can appreciate when someone I guess I can appreciate someone being very like out there with their makeup, just because it takes a lot to do that. And so I was like, that's why I was like, oh, that's kind of cool actually.
well, yeah, it
Yeah.
is cool when you're doing like a whole, when you know what you're doing. But
Yeah.
I didn't know what I was doing.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. I thought I knew what I was
Is there a
doing.
picture reference so we can push like right here? Like right here.
Yeah, if you knew what I was talking about, you'd be like, oh yeah, you're right. Because I know
This was like the whole bangs. I had bangs. Like curled. It was the
they were like
style.
this, like from.
Yeah, they weren't like the straight bangs. They were like curled, like
It's not like
curly
was it like
fries.
curly fries?
Like, I would use the curly iron. And
Oh.
curly, and then it would just stay, and I would put hairspray. That was the
I have an okay.
style.
I think I have an idea what you're talking about.
My bangs were like triangle. Because the other day when I was looking at one of my old pictures, my brother's like, why is your part on the other side of your head?
Oh.
And it was like a picture from high school, and like the part, like, well, I have my part in the middle now, but it was literally like on this side of my head. And so when
That's so interesting.
when my hair flipped, it was kind of like, you know how like the triangle, like the scene look.
Yeah.
Everybody,
Oh Lord.
yeah. Everybody tried to get the triangle bangs.
Yeah.
And whatever. I don't even know what you call that.
I just call them like scene hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the emo scene hair.
Because I was so cool back then. Like when I was in high school, at least. Yeah.
We all thought we were cool, and then we look back, we were like, we were losers.
It's like, what was I wearing? Have y'all heard of Google's top "Is it weird" searches? So I heard this recently. It was like, "Is it weird?" And I guess it's Google's top searches of 2024.
Yeah. Okay, I know what you're talking about, but I don't know what exactly got searched. So.
Okay, is it weird to go to the bar alone?
I don't think.
Would y'all go to the bar alone?
If they have good food, yeah.
I thought about it, but I'm too scared. I would have to go with a girlfriend, a homegirl.
It depends, yeah.
I don't know. Like anything could happen. I've
Mm-hmm.
been thinking. I don't know why. It's all the stories on TikTok or like Instagram.
Yeah.
It's just not safe.
Mm-hmm.
But if, like, as far as like a restaurant, I feel that's fine. Like going by yourself to order a meal, maybe 1 or 2 drinks.
That
but,
one
like,
was one too. Is it weird to go to the restaurant alone?
Absolutely not. No.
alone. It's like your alone time and peace.
Yeah.
Quiet. You're just enjoying yourself. I mean, I've done it plenty of times.
Yeah.
Like, I like doing that. Going to eat by myself.
Really? Honestly, I've never gone to eat to like a restaurant by myself. Like I've gone to like a Chick-fil-A, like fast food by myself,
Yeah.
but I've never gone to like a restaurant by myself.
Yeah. It's actually very comforting to go to a restaurant like by yourself, just because you're not on someone else's timeline. You're not ordering what the other person, like if you're sharing, like you don't have to like really share your food, and like the food's all by yourself, so you're like, yay. And then if people are judging, then they can mind their own damn business.
That's one thing I'm just like not solely like confident in yet, is about going to the restaurant to eat by myself.
It takes
As
time.
far
Yeah.
as like the nice high class, no, I wouldn't go.
Yo,
like
yeah.
like little restaurants or like
I've ac-
Chili's, Applebee's.
I actually was gonna do that, like when I was like 19, 20. I was gonna like go to like Eddie V's by myself, but then I think like I just quit my job because I was like, oh fuck this, I can't do this. So like then I started going to school, so I was like, okay, like yeah, I don't really have time for this, and it kind of just like got on the wayside. But then I'm like, should I do that one day? Maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
There's another one. Is it weird to talk to yourself?
No.
No.
So I mean, I talk to myself, but I won't talk to myself like out loud in public or anything.
No.
Like in your head, kind of, or
Yeah, in my head.
In my head, yeah.
or I'll do it like driving. When I'm driving, I'll kind of say stuff out loud or talk
Like
to
road rage.
You motherfucker.
kind of, or if someone's texting or calling me, I'm just like saying stuff in my head.
Oh
Or
yeah.
at the gym, I do it a lot. I'm like, dude, what am I doing? Or like, I'll just talk to myself, or like, oh, let me change songs. Dang, why hasn't the song started?
Yeah. How many reps am I at?
So I can get this set over with. I'm weird. I be talking to myself.
Do you believe that some people actually like? Do you know what it's called? I forgot. Like your inner
thoughts or
it's not inner monologue. What is it called when you can hear your voices in your head?
Oh, that's schizophrenia. Is that what you're talking
No,
about?
not
Like the mental illness?
No.
Oh.
No.
I was like, you're talking
Not
about schizophrenia?
voices. Like hear ourselves in our head. What is that called? Because I actually don't know.
I mean, I thought that was like inner thoughts.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
Well,
Do
I
you
don't know.
believe that people actually can't hear themselves in their head?
Some
Maybe, yeah.
Like some people don't have that inner thoughts where they can hear themselves in the head in their own head.
Wow, how is that like? Not having like anxiety run through your head, being like, am I doing it wrong? Am I doing it right? What is going on? Like,
Yeah.
please tell me, how is that going?
Is anybody listening or watching this if you don't have those thoughts or voices, or not voices, because you said that's
that's schizophrenia. And
something else.
please
If you don't
go
have-
get checked out.
if you don't have those voices in your head.
Yeah.
Is it weird to go to a concert alone?
I don't think so.
Have you ever been?
Okay, I've been to concerts and stuff. I actually don't like concerts that much.
Really?
I get really overstimulated, and I'm like, I just want to go home in my bed and eat food. Like, I'm just like, Like,
I
please
think
get me out of here.
like kind of boring going alone, or I'd rather go with a couple of friends or a group of friends.
I think it's like
Yeah.
safer to go with a group of friends just
Yeah.
because you at least have like people like keeping track of you and making sure you don't, I don't know, get snatched.
Yeah, I'd rather go with friends. But I do have a friend that actually went to like the Usher concert by herself.
Really?
She said she had a lot of fun.
That's good.
So I was
Yeah.
like,
As long as she had
you
fun.
go, girl, because
Yeah,
I could,
seriously.
I could never like,
Yeah.
I'd be in my feelings at the Usher concert by myself.
One thing I like to do by myself is shopping. I love
Yes.
shopping. No kids, no friend. I mean, well, it is kind of good to go with a friend because you're like, oh, is this cute or does this look like?
Yeah, I like
then
shopping
again,
by myself.
Yeah.
Like shopping with a friend, I feel like I'm just following my mom around.
Yeah. Or like
Yeah,
they'll
and then you're
convince you.
going
Yeah.
based off of their opinion.
And then
Yeah.
sometimes when I do go with a friend, we always end up like going our separate ways.
Yeah.
And then coming back once we're done.
Yeah, like honestly speaking, also they can't convince you to buy something when you don't think it looks good, but they're like, "Oh, you're slaying," and I'm like, "I don't think I'm slaying, bro. Like, I ain't getting this." But then they talk you into getting it. I'm like, "Oh."
And then
no.
you're like, I don't know why I bought this.
"Yeah, seriously." So yeah, no.
What about, is it weird to go to the movies alone?
I don't think it's weird to like. Honestly speaking, I guess to iterate, like, I don't think it's weird to go alone anywhere. Like, honestly,
It's
Yeah,
what
especially-
you prefer.
Whatever you prefer.
yeah, it's whatever you prefer.
If you want to go alone, go
Yeah.
in peace and
But
quiet.
that's, can you believe that's weird that people actually like Googled this? Like this was the top Google searches of 2024.
What is it? Oh man.
It was like, is it weird? I guess people,
I guess it's just like the generation. Like they just feel like
the
like-
generation now, right? Because we're
Yeah.
all millennials. Are you millennial?
I'm technically Gen Z, but like I'm on the cusp of like millennial and Gen Z, so I'm like right there.
So what do you consider yourself?
Both. I'm
Yeah.
like right in the middle because I understand Gen Z a lot, but then also like there's something with millennials I understand, but there's something I don't, and then that's the same thing with Gen Z too. So it's like, but I feel like with Gen Z, it's like that's what me and my boyfriend noticed is like. There's like no room for error
For Gen Z?
for Gen Z because they're just like, you have the internet on your hands and you're at your disposal, like why don't you use it more? And I'm like, okay, well, people are gonna make mistakes and like they're gonna learn that way. Like I don't know how you can't expect perfectionism like all the time. And so I think like, and people like, and like, you know, like Gen Z, like they always bring out their phones and being like, oh, look at this person like wearing this. Like there's so many times that people do that, and like it's different if you like don't post it, right? But then they do post it and they're like, what the fuck is this person wearing? And I'm like, oh my
Oh yeah,
God.
that when I see that on TikTok and stuff, I'm just like, these people are ruthless.
Yeah, and then like that's what causes like those questions, like, is it weird to go to the bubble? And I'm like,
Yeah, because you have other people judging
Yeah.
you that you do that.
and I was just like, okay, well, I'm sorry, you can't do that. It's peaceful here. It's like, why don't you try it one time, like sometime?
Yeah, because I think we're like, you know, older, so I think it's like more understandable why we do things alone. Because
Yeah,
as you're older, you're like, okay, I like my alone time. I like my peace.
Yeah,
you know. And then
exactly.
when you're like compared to like 19, you're like, I'm not going to the movies by myself.
yeah, seriously,
Right.
yeah.
So
And-
that's crazy that people are actually like, well,
Like self-conscious about that.
yeah.
Holy crap!
I still haven't mastered that yet, though. Like going, besides grocery shopping.
But that's why we like time, right? Because we have more time to figure
Right
it out.
there you go, full circle moment right there. Yeah, I'll go grocery shopping by myself,
Yeah.
and then like you said, shopping, and then that's probably.
What about like a coffee shop?
Well, I don't like coffee,
Oh, never mind. I lied.
so
I like coffee.
if I don't really go to coffee shops
No,
because I
never mind.
don't drink
Yeah.
coffee,
Yeah.
and those are only kind of like intimate shops. But that I think a lot of people actually go by themselves because
Yeah.
some people study and stuff.
Yeah.
Which, if I'm studying, I'll probably just study in my apartment and then get distracted by my phone.
Yeah. It's like,
Me and Mel were talking about that. We're like, we're not good at studying. The other day, it's like, it's so easy to get like distracted.
especially with your phone. Yeah.
Yeah, and so it's like, I don't know how to like. I guess that's probably why people go to like coffee shops
Yeah.
to not get
Be
distracted.
alone and study and focus.
But I wish there was more like what about for the people who don't like coffee, that want to go somewhere that's more intimate?
So I would do the library.
The libraries, yeah.
Because it's more quiet there.
Mhm.
Mine actually, they have like those rooms where you could study for like a couple hours. And
Yeah,
it's
and that's complete quiet.
quiet, complete
Yeah.
quiet sound. I don't know if it's complete soundproof, but when I went, I was doing the virtual class there. But the lady could hear my phone. She was like, I can hear her. She was pointing through the door, and I was like, oh, and I had to turn it down. But that was like very peaceful for me. I was able to focus and be in my own little box.
Yeah.
It was like space, and it was.
The library near me is loud as crap because like all these kids be running around screaming, and I'm like, oh my freaking god,
Really?
yeah, they be screaming around, and I was like, yeah, people are trying to study, and like also like it didn't help because the girls like. Okay, because like they were kind of maybe like 10 feet away from me, and like these 3 high school girls were like gossiping like and everything, and they're just like, oh my god, did you see? And I'm just like, and I'm like looking, I'm like, don't you have to study? I'm studying right now, like.
Like, don't do that somewhere else.
Yeah, and of course I could have gone to room 2, but I didn't have my library card, so I was.
But they had the little like desk there. Where you sit
and like you have.
read and-
And you also have to reserve them ahead of time. I thought it was gonna be fine because it's a library, right? So I was like, okay, it's gonna be quiet. No, it is not quiet.
Wait, how do you say library? Is it library or library?
I say library.
Library.
Library?
Library, yeah.
What do you say, Mel?
Library.
Okay, someone, what's the right?
You were saying it very like the berry.
I thought you were gonna ask like, how do you say library in your language? And I was like, well, I know how to say it in
No,
Spanish.
I'm saying like, because I heard library. That sounds so wrong. It's like I'm saying lie and then berry.
Lineberry? Wait, what?
It's like I'm saying lie and then berry.
It's
But
BR with the R.
but it's library, right?
Library, yeah. Or
I
library.
was saying library.
I mean, it doesn't really matter. I mean, like, we know what you're talking about. Yeah, we know what you're talking about.
I know, but I think I just caught myself saying it.
Yeah,
Weird
you're like,
before. I was like, how do you say it? But it's like, I don't know. I've heard like caramel or caramel.
oh, like pecan, pecan.
Oh,
Yeah.
when people are like on TikTok, it's caramel, or I'm just like caramel.
I don't even know which one I say, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I think it depends on the day.
Yeah. As long as it's delicious and you say either one, doesn't matter.
You said, I don't care how you say it. It's good. Oh, Michelle. Okay. We'll close this out with like, do y'all have a saying that you live by?
If you think you're gonna regret not doing it, just do it. Because you're gonna go along, you're gonna get older, and then you're gonna realize like, oh crap, like I didn't do it, like I didn't do the thing I wanted to do when I was in my 20s, and just because you didn't do it, so it's like you might as well just do it because you're gonna die one day, and you're gonna die in your bed being like, I wish I could have done that. So, I would say that's my saying.
I kind of have like 2. Mine is like keep going kind of motto. Keep going, never give up. Like no matter what your business you want to do in life. Like I think we were talking about it yesterday through text. Like your stages of life where like you tried this and you tried that and it didn't.
Right.
I think I'm kind of like there too. I feel like no matter like what age you are, like in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, because I see a lot of like those quotes on Instagram, like you could always start over at 35, 40, 45, 50, 60, like it doesn't matter, like just keep going, never give up.
Yeah.
If you try one thing and that doesn't work, okay, that's fine. Just accept it, move on to the next. Like try something else, step outside the box. Like
yeah.
And then another one is, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all. Like I feel like the power of the tongue. I mean, the power
of the mouth.
What? I don't know the saying. I forgot. I just know
The power. I think I know what you're talking about.
Power of the tongue. Is
Yeah, that sounds right.
Like power, like things you say that come out of your mouth, like is so like, you know, like people say rude things or like hurtful things, like it stays in someone's mind forever.
Yeah.
People will remember like just bad things that you'll say, and if you don't have anything nice to say, just keep it to yourself. Like don't say anything mean or rude. Unless they're like they deserve it or like like
I know what you're talking about. Unless you're an evil ex-boyfriend.
If you're disrespectful, then I'm gonna be disrespectful back. But other than that, I'm like always try to be really respectful and nice and kind and friendly. Like,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's no reason to be mean out the gate.
there's
Yeah.
just so many evil, rude people in this world, and
yeah.
we don't. The world is already like hard enough.
Yeah.
We don't need that type of
Yeah.
people.
Actually, something to go along with that of what you said. Me and my friends were talking about it recently, and we were saying how feelings are valid, but actions are not. And I was like, that's true.
Yeah.
That is true, because like feelings, yeah, like feel all you want, feel however you want. The feelings are supposed to be like pretty irrational, like they're not supposed to be reasonable. But actions are very evident. Like people can trace that back. They can feel that. They can like put that back, and like it can be evident to me. Like it can pull up as evidence. Like you filmed it, or like they remember it happening and everything.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
traumatizing from past relationships, past family
Yeah.
issues, or just anything in the past, or how a person made you feel makes a big difference. Like,
Yeah.
I've heard it's like it's not what you say or what you did, it's how you made them feel.
Yeah.
And then
Exactly.
that
Yeah.
like when I heard that, I was like, that stuck with me. I was like, yeah, that's true, because someone is always going to remember how you made them feel
Yeah. Exactly.
as to what you said,
Yeah.
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 So we'll leave you guys with that. Hope you enjoyed this bonus episode with Michelle and Mel, double M's.
Thank you for having us. Yeah.
Thank you guys, YouTube fam. Don't forget to subscribe, like. You can find, I was going to say my old podcast name. You can find On the Come Up Podcast on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. We will see you guys in 2.
Woo. Bye.